Alright guys, today I'm taking a look at a wallet from a company I've never featured on this channel. The company is called Tightener, and this is their titanium EDC wallet. So first, let's go over some of the features and let's jump into this. The Tightener Titanium EDC wallet is a clamshell style wallet that's available in either a sandblasted or stonewashed grade 5 titanium or a sandblasted or blue color aluminum. But they also have a few different variations of each of those materials. The version that I have right here is a sandblasted grade 5 titanium. It's also available in two different versions, the default version, which I have right here, or the dual-sided version. The default wallet can hold up to 5 credit cards plus some cash, and the dual-sided wallet can hold up to 8 credit cards and some cash. It also comes with a multifunctional mini wrench that has 5 different tools in it. Also, with the default wallet, it can hold a SIM tool, a full-size SD card, 2 micro SD cards, a number 11 surgical blade, and 3 SIM cards. Being made of aluminum or titanium, it naturally blocks RFID. And Tightener is a company that's based out of China that specializes in titanium everyday carry gear. All right, let's talk dimensions. So the length is 3.96 inches right there. The width is 2.32 inches. And now let's get the thickness. This is a very slim wallet. That is 0.40 inches. All right, let's weigh this bad boy. Put it on the scale. 2.7 ounces, and in grams, that's 76 grams. That's the motorcycle drives by my studio. And yes, I am weighing it with the SIM card ejection tool right there, the number 11 scalpel, and the little multifunctional wrench right there. And let me just say this right off the bat, this is a minimalist wallet. It only holds up to 5 credit cards depending on which version you get. Very little cash, and it is very, very slim, as you can see right here, 0.40 inches. This is the definition of a modern minimalist wallet. If you're looking for a more traditional style wallet and hold a lot of credit cards and need to carry a bunch of cash, this is not the wallet for you. But that being said, if you're looking for a modern minimalist wallet made of titanium, this is going to be right up your alley, plus all the different things it can carry. And before I open this back up, I want to give you a close-up of that grade 5 sandblasted titanium right here. It's available in sandblasted or a stonewashed version. And to save a little bit of cash, it's also available in aluminum. But if I open this up, check out this interior. So right here, you got these little foam inserts that can hold different necessities. On the top right there, you have your multifunctional mini wrench. It's made of 440C stainless, 5 different tools, 2 Phillips screwdrivers, 2 flathead screwdrivers, and a slotted nut wrench. If I take that out, it's in there pretty good, but I'll give you a close-up of this little guy right here. Look at that. Pretty cool. Now, obviously, you're not going to use this as your main screwdriver or anything like that. It's nice to have a little backup, though, right inside of your wallet. Now, let's put that back inside the wallet. It does fit very snug in that foam piece that's in there. And on top of that, you have your number 11 surgical blade right there. Again, you're not going to use this as your main cutting tool. It's just going to be a nice backup. Right next to that, you have a spot for 3 SIM cards. I wish I had one to put in there. I don't, but I'll throw up a picture right now from their website to show you what that looks like. On the other side, there's a spot for 2 micro SD cards. Once again, I don't have any, surprisingly. I can't believe I don't, but I don't. And right above that, there is a space for a full-size SD card, which I do have one right here. So I'll put that in there to show you what that looks like. Yeah, right there, pretty cool. And right above that is your SIM card ejection tool. So if I show you the side, you can see that little slot right there. You can push it through just to get it started, and then grab it with your thumb and unlock it. And once it's unlocked, you can just pry it out with your fingernails right there. So I'll give you a look at that little SIM card ejection tool. This is always nice to have just in your wallet. I can't tell you how many times I'm looking for something like this, can't find it, have to go get a paper clip or something, and those never really work well, you guys know. But what's cool about this tool right here is when it's back inside of the wallet, just put it right back in there and push it through. I showed you that little slot earlier. That doubles as a lanyard attachment. Very, very smart. And because of that little tab on the inside, it locks into place. If I open it back up, you can see that little tab right there. It's not just going to fall out. And if you don't need a lanyard attachment for any reason, you can just push it back in there, hides away. like I said, it's just a very smart idea. It serves a dual purpose. If I want to put my keys here, if I want to attach a Apple AirTag, I can attach that right there, or just hide it away. Or if I need a SIM card ejection tool, it's right there. I think it's great. And just so you know, if you go with the dual-sided card wallet, none of this is here. It's just an empty space, kind of like this side right here, because you need all that space to hold the extra 4 cards. As it is right now with the default wallet, you can hold 1 card right here, which they call the quick draw slot. And then on the other side, you can hold 4 more credit cards and some cash. Very little cash, and I'll demonstrate that to you in just a little bit. But the design here looks very simple, but there's a lot going on here. First off, check out this hinge. So this is a double-sided hinge here. As you can see, it freely moves when I move it around. That's important because this wallet can actually open 360 degrees. And you might be asking yourself why you need that. Well, you really don't, but it's still kind of cool and gets that other part of the wallet out of the way, especially if you're trying to get access to these tools here, or if you have some sort of card access where you need to tap a card to an RFID scanner to enter a building. It's nice to have this part of the wallet just out of the way. And it's also held shut with dual magnets, and it does feel fairly strong. It doesn't feel like it's just going to pop open in your pockets unwanted, especially if you have, a scalpel in there. You don't want this just to open up in your pockets. So those magnets, you can see, yeah, they're pretty strong. And those magnets are positioned on each end of the wallet. There's one right there and one on the opposite side. And the positioning is important because you have credit cards in here with magnetic stripes. So let me just demonstrate real quick, and I'll do this upside down just so you can see. If I insert that card in there, you can see where the magnet is located. That's nowhere near that magnetic stripe. So I really don't think you need to worry about the magnets affecting the credit card information at all. Also, there's a lot going on here. It looks really simple, but there's a lot of really smart design choices in here. Each side of the wallet is a single piece of CNC'd grade 5 titanium, and where the cards sit, there's a track system. So let me show you what that track system looks like. On each side of the wallet, you can see those 2 little tabs that hold the cards into place once they're in there. And right under those tabs, I'm not really sure if you guys can see, but there's a little piece of rubber on each side. And what that piece of rubber does is it holds the cards firmly into place once they're in there, but it makes for a very, very smooth gliding system. I'm not really sure if you guys can tell, but just by pushing the cards out, it is really, really smooth. And on the top right there, you can see that little ramp. So that ramp is going to help guide the cards upwards when you push out. So if I show you from this direction, you can see exactly what's going on. And that hinge is helping with that as well. So you can see that. So it might look really simple, but there's a lot going on here. And I can't say this enough. These cards eject very, very smooth. Also, when the wallet is fully open like this, those magnets will grab on and help keep the wallet open in this position. It doesn't have quite the same grabbing power, but it doesn't need to. It holds this open perfectly fine. But then when I close it, yeah, there we go, snap shut. I like this. So now let's get to the card and cash demonstration here. So it only holds 5 credit cards, as I mentioned, because I have the default version. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4 credit cards. I'm going to put them all in at once on the empty side right there. So there's 4. And then the quote unquote quick draw slot right there can hold 1 credit card, and there is your 5. And I know I just demonstrated this, but let me just show you that both sides have that same ramp system. So no matter which side you have it on, it's going to slide out and pop the cards up pretty nicely. On the quick draw side right here is where I keep my most used credit card and the bulk of my credit cards on the other side. And if you're wondering about the functionality, you can see that these 4 cards, if you want to get the card out of the back, you just have to do the fan method right here, sort of push up a little bit and grab it from behind like that. It's a little fumbly getting the cards out of the back, but you can see I can put it right back in and then push them down. So thumbing through, it does feel okay, but once you get to the bottom here, it does sort of freeze up a little bit. A workaround from that would be just take out all your cards, grab it, and then put all the cards back in. That is one way to do it. And I'm not saying this isn't easy to thumb through, but I'm just saying you might have some issues with those cards on the bottom without taking them all out first. But overall, I think the functionality here is pretty good, especially for a design like this. And if you had the dual-sided wallet, you wouldn't have this quick draw slot right here with all these tools. So it would just basically mimic this side, 4 credit cards and 4 credit cards. And now you might be wondering, what if you have to carry some cash? And yeah, in my opinion, that's probably the biggest negative of this wallet. And I've already done some testing off screen. I know exactly how much cash I can put in here while still carrying my cards. So let me just tell you the quick version. You can't get any bills over here, obviously, with the tool. So all your bills have to go on this side of the wallet. If you want to carry all 4 cards in here, you can carry 1 bill folded into quarters. If you have 3 cards, you can carry 2 bills folded into quarters. And 2 credit cards, you can carry 3 bills folded into quarters. And obviously, if you have the dual-sided version, you can double that. But let me just demonstrate for you real quick. I still have the 4 credit cards over here. And if I take 1 bill, fold it into quarters, because you're not really going to get anything folded in half. You can maybe go thirds, but I fold mine into quarters. So I put that in there, and I'll put all of the cards back in here. And you have to press down and make sure that bill is as flat as you can possibly get it. Because if you don't, you're not going to get that last card in here. And you can see I'm struggling a little bit, but there you go. I got 4 cards in there with that 1 bill. And trust me, that's all you're getting in there. If you want to get 2 bills, let me just show you real quick. 1 and 2. Fold those into quarters. Once again, get it as flat as possible in there. And then with 2 bills, you can only get 3 cards in there. So there's 1 and 2. And let's get that 3rd card in there. Once again, there you go. 3. You're not going to get that 4th card in there. Yeah, those little tabs are going to stop you from getting those cards any further. And trust me, with 2 cards, you can get 3 bills in there. So if you're a cash carrier, just keep this in mind. With a wallet like this is more of a card carrying wallet and just a couple bills for emergencies as a backup. So my final thoughts on the titanium EDC wallet from Tightener is it is a very slim, extremely minimal, modern wallet. Being able to carry other things like this little multi-tool right here, this little mini wrench, a scalpel, a couple SD cards, and some SIM cards. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. If you don't need these tools right here, you can go with the dual-sided wallet, carry up to 8 credit cards and 2 bills at the same time. But for me personally, I like having this little mini wrench right here, the SIM tool, card ejector, and this little scalpel right here as emergency backups. Rarely will I need an extra SD card, but who knows, maybe if I want to take my camera out someday, maybe just holding a backup SD card. That could always be a possibility. I don't know. And man, is this thing extremely clean. Look how clean this thing looks when it's closed. I think it's gorgeous. It's just 2 pieces of CNC grade 5 titanium. It's extremely clean, extremely minimal. But what's really going to hold everyone back from this wallet is the price. This wallet is not cheap. This being the sandblasted grade 5 titanium version is right around $250. And with all the different versions of this wallet, you're going to pay from $139 all the way up to $299. So in my opinion, that's the biggest negative of this wallet is the price. I mean, even at the least expensive version, the aluminum version at $139 might still be out of some people's price range. And then of course, the next negative is the cash carrying capabilities with only being able to carry up to 3 bills at a time. But that's why I make videos like this, because there's no information on the Tightener website stating how many bills this can carry. I did the work for you, so now you know. If you can get away with only carrying a few bills and a few cards with you every day and love the looks of this, then yeah, I think this is a very solid choice, especially if you're looking for a modern minimalist wallet. And honestly, I don't know if you can get more modern than this guy right here. I mean, what do you guys think? All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the titanium EDC wallet from Tightener? If you want to check it out for yourself, I'll have all that information down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe and go!